How's it going, everyone? The PlayStation Store is running its July savings sale and a lot of great deals available, and I have a video for you guys here to take a look at some of the more expensive deals. Now, all of these deals are still under $20, but I get it. A lot of you guys like to stick to the under 5 and under 10 range, but at the same time, you know, this will give us an opportunity to mention some different titles, Usually, since we don't do the $10 to $20 games, a lot of these games don't get shine. I mean, I mention them every now and again, but good to be a little bit of a refresher, and if you got some money to spend, some great options here for sure. Before we get into this video, a quick word from our sponsor, a great new free-to-play title. This video is brought to you by Amazing CSUN Games and Mecha Break, the new Mecha action third-person shooter offering players 3 game modes filled with high-octane ground and aerial combat. Pilot your striker into the breach and take on enemies across worldwide hotspots. You've got 3v3 and 6v6 gameplay. Dive into the action with 3v3 deathmatch where no price is too great for victory, or dominate the 6v6 hero shooter where sharp skills and smart teamwork turn the tide. Gear up for heart-pounding battles, lightning-fast moves, and explosive firepower as well. On top of that, you got PvPvE extraction. Go solo or squad up with 3 mechs to infiltrate, pilot your 3rd generation break strikers, and charge into the action, seize supplies, take down colossal threats, secure restricted zones, and annihilate enemy forces. With pulse storms spreading fast, it's a race against time. You've got a wide variety of customization options, tailoring your mech exactly how you want to. And on top of the mech itself, you'll also be able to customize your pilots. Choose from endless colors, insignias, patterns, and accents to craft your unique mecha masterpiece. These aren't just war machines, they're an embodiment of your will. Your pilot, your base. Explore your shadow hangar and discover its secrets. Unlock a lineup of legendary pilots with rich backstories and join forces to secure humanity's survival. And along the way, recruit new allies, each with unique stories and motivations. Mecha Break is available now absolutely free on PC, Steam, and Xbox. Check out the link in the description box below. So let us get right into it, and let's start things off with the Crysis Remastered Trilogy, 75% off for $12.49. I think this is a really, really good pickup. Look, I didn't love every single Crysis game, but I thought Crysis 1 was a great game, and I loved Crysis 2. I thought Crysis 2 was awesome, and I played that game back when it came out, played it on the PlayStation 3, played it on the PC. Crysis 2 was a great first-person shooter, and Crysis 3 I wasn't as high on, but I still thought it was a decent little game, all things considered. Crysis 1 and Crysis 2 are great, though, and to get Crysis 3 as well, $12.49, I think this is a great pickup. The initial, $50 price tag was way too high, but at $12.49, definitely a banger of a deal that I would strongly recommend. Next up, we got Assassin's Creed Odyssey Gold Edition, 80% off for $19.99. Now, everybody knows how I feel about the newer Assassin's Creed games. However, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, generally, as far as Origins, Odyssey, Valhalla, and Shadows go, Odyssey is the one that people love the most. I sometimes see people go for Origins as well, but Odyssey is the one that I hear over and over again. It has a great setting, a pretty solid story, and the Gold Edition includes the DLC, the Season Pass, and you get Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered, which includes Assassin's Creed Liberation. Now, AC3, in my opinion, is one of the weakest Assassin's Creed games of all time, but it's still a fun game. Like, I still enjoyed it. I enjoyed the setting. I liked Connor as a main character to an extent. I mean, coming off the heels of Ezio, I feel like that was going to be a hard bar to clear, but, Connor was likable to an extent, and I thought overall the game was fairly good, even though it's, in my opinion, one of the weaker games. I think Assassin's Creed pre-Origins was fairly consistent in terms of quality output, so even if it's one of the weaker titles, it's still a pretty good one. Liberation, look, I love the Vita. Liberation was it did. Liberation, in my opinion, wasn't it. It's still okay, but yeah, not a great game there. But $19.99 for the Gold Edition, definitely a good pickup there. Next up, Final Fantasy XII: The Zodiac Age, 60% off for $19.99. One of my favorite Final Fantasy games that I feel like now in 2025 people look back at as a great game. But I remember when it came out, a lot of people were a little sour on the battle system. Vaughn as a main character wasn't the best main character in the world, but overall, the characters and the story in this game are really good, and I like the gameplay, and I think the gameplay will resonate with the newer audience today. an insane amount of content to this game. I really like Final Fantasy XII. It's a game I gotta do another playthrough of here in the near future, but man, I had a great time with it back in the day. I remember having a PS2, and the first time I played Final Fantasy XII, like, I just got sunk into that game for hours and hours. The amount of hours I poured into Final Fantasy XII was kind of ridiculous, but the Zodiac agent proves it quite a lot as well, and it's just a great game. Even though Vaughn is like the wackest main character as far as Final Fantasy games go, and that's probably not true. Vaughn is just so basic. When you compare him to some of the other great characters, I do feel like he's one of the weaker characters, but the rest of the cast is really strong. And for $19.99, Final Fantasy XII is really good. Uncharted Legacy of Thieves Collection is $19.99. Look, if you're one of the 4 people that haven't played the Uncharted games at this point, what are you doing? Play the Nathan Drake Collection and then play the Legacy of Thieves Collection. These games are awesome. Uncharted 4, I know, is a little bit divisive. I still really liked it. I get the inclusion of Sam, and like the story with him was kind of out there. Like, it's certainly not what I was expecting going into Uncharted 4, but overall I still thought it was a great game. The set pieces are incredible, and I really hope they bring Uncharted back at some point. We gotta get this franchise back. It's so crazy that it's been dormant for almost a decade now, but I still think Uncharted 4 is a tremendous game. And Lost Legacy is pretty good as well. No slight to Lost Legacy. Like, Lost Legacy is a solid standalone expansion on top of that, but $19.99 for these, great pickup there. Next up, Divinity Original Sin 2, 70% off for $17.99. While Lorien is best known for Baldur's Gate 3 at this point, and rightfully so, Divinity Original Sin 2 is still a solid game altogether. It has co-op as well, so if you do want to play it with friends, you can do that. It's a throwback of an RPG experience. You know, these style of games aren't really my cup of tea, but I know a lot of you guys will get super into it, and the depth of the game is definitely something to appreciate. $17.99 also puts it far cheaper than what Baldur's Gate 3 goes for, even on sale, so if you want to get the cheaper option, Divinity Original Sin 2, not a bad shout there. South Park the Video Game Collection, 80% off for $11.99. You get South Park the Stick of Truth and the Fractured But Whole. These games are awesome. Stick of Truth is the one that I got really into, and I think part of that was like my expectations were so low going into Stick of Truth. I don't even know why I decided to pick it up. Not a South Park fan. I have nothing against it. Just never really gave it a shot prior to playing Stick of Truth. And I was blown away by it. Like, it's so funny to see South Park realized in a fundamentally and mechanically well-made turn-based RPG that it makes it all the better. It's like, bro, this is South Park, but at the same time, it's a well-designed game. What is going on here? And it makes it even more engaging, I feel. Not a super lengthy RPG either, which I think works for this style of game. You're not trying to drop a 50, 60, 70 hour game. I think it gets in and gets out at the right time. For $11.99, this collection is a great pickup. Definitely recommend that. Next up, we got Lost Judgment Digital Ultimate Edition for $17.99. Recommend the Digital Ultimate Edition because you do get the Kaito File Story expansion and you do get the School Stories expansion pack. So, the base game is on sale for $12. You're paying an extra $6 here, but I think that content is well worth it. The Kaito Files centers around Kaito, and obviously Lost Judgment is a direct sequel to Judgment, so I highly recommend you play Judgment first. After you play through Judgment, Lost Judgment's a great time as well. I think most people like Lost Judgment better from a gameplay standpoint. Narratively, Judgment just sets such a high bar. Like, Judgment is goated from a narrative standpoint, so, you know, it doesn't really live up to that level, but still a great game at this price point. Wolfenstein the Old History Collection, $11.99. This gets you a lot of content. Wolfenstein the New Order, Wolfenstein the Old Blood, Wolfenstein 2 the New Colossus, and you get the co-op Wolfenstein Youngblood, which Youngblood is kind of mid, and mid is probably putting it a little lightly. It's a pretty mediocre game, and again, that's probably putting it a little lightly, but New Order, Old Blood, and New Colossus, just those 3 games for $11.99 is a great pickup. New Order is great, New Colossus is really good as well. Old Blood, a smaller experience, but still worthwhile. $11.99, good pickup there. Far Cry Insanity Bundle gets you Far Cry 3, Far Cry 4, and Far Cry 5. I mean, if you're one of the few people that don't own either of those games or any of these games, this is a pretty good shout. Far Cry 3, the Classic Edition, still goes for a hefty price point. Far Cry 4 is pretty good, and Far Cry 5 is solid as well. I feel like Far Cry just got a little bit too samey, and that's the issue with it these days. Far Cry 6 was really, really mid, but yeah, these 3 games for $17.99, pretty good pickup, but it is the base games of these titles, so keep that in mind, but still think it's a decent pickup. Next up, Persona 5 Strikers, $17.99 on this. Now, obviously, play Persona 5 first, Persona 5 Royal. I think Persona 5 Strikers is criminally underrated. I think this game is fantastic. I am into the Musou style of gameplay, and when you take a lot of the quality aspects of Persona, in the sense of presentation, art style, soundtrack, and you marry that with the Musou game, if you're into that style of gameplay, this game is awesome. Like, I feel like this game does not get enough love for how good it is, and a lot of the reasons people love Persona is from a presentation standpoint, and that's realized in Strikers as well, with that Musou action-heavy gameplay. If you like that gameplay, Strikers is gonna be a game you really, really enjoy, but do play P5 first. From a narrative standpoint, it'll be beneficial, and for $17.99, it's still holding up in price. Would like to see it at the sub $10 range, but what can you do? Dungeons of Hinterberg recently came out on PlayStation 5, and it's $13.79, also on PS4. More of a relaxing game with a great visual style as well. The game is set in the Austrian Alps as Luisa, your escape from the treadmill of corporate life quickly unravels when the mysterious local dungeons stir back into life once more. Will you restore peace to this once serene alpine paradise, or be sent straight back to your humdrum life back home? $13.79 for Dungeons of Hinterberg. Next up, another sleeper title that a lot of people don't know about, Fuga Melodies of Steel, 50% off for $19.99, done by CyberConnect 2. This is a really, really moving RPG, and they recently just dropped Fuga Melodies of Steel 3, which I believe wrapped up the trilogy. An RPG where you place children on the different guns, turrets, and a tank, each with their own characteristics and skills to stand up and fight against the enemy. While living inside the tank, the children show emotion and affinity between each other, manage those emotions and affinities to change the outcome of their journey. Your adventure, your choices. Thematically, a super interesting RPG. $19.99. They do have the double pack with 1 and 2 for $35.99, but a sleeper game there for $19.99. Next up, we have Conscript, 50% off for $11. A bit of a throwback title here, a survival horror game inspired by classics of the genre set in 1916. During the Great War, Conscript will blend all of the punishing mechanics of older horror games into a cohesive, tense, and unique experience. You play as a French soldier searching for his missing in-action brother during the Battle of Verdun. Will you be able to use twisted trenches, navigate overrun forts, and cross no man's land to find him and ensure a home goes unbroken? Conscript is available for $11. Next up, Sakuna of Rice and Ruin. The Digital Deluxe Edition is 50% off for $19.99. Refined side-scrolling platforming action using farm tools as weapons, chained together, quick, heavy, and special attacks to take down demonic beasts while mastering the magical divine raiment will be essential to grapple distant platforms, evade danger, and overcome powerful enemies. Detailed 3D simulation-style gameplay. Learn the ancient art of agriculture by following detailed steps from planting to harvesting to cultivate the perfect crop. As a harvest goddess, Sakuna's strength grows with each rice crop, with attributes such as aesthetic and flavor directly correlating to her combat abilities. From presentation style, this game gives me total vibes of a Vanillaware game, and that's one of the biggest compliments I can say. $19.99 for Sakuna of Rice and Ruin. And lastly, recently released on PlayStation, Roboquest is down to $17.49 for Plus subscribers, $19.99 for non-Plus subscribers. Just came out, so not a steep discount. Fast-paced FPS with roguelike mechanics and a game that got updated for a long time, and you're getting all of those updates right out the gate. Fast movement, a variety of classes, build customization, weapon diversity, and random levels that encourage replayability. Roboquest is available for $19.99, and that's gonna do it for me. Again, a lot of game deals under the price of $20. Links to everything in the description box below, and if you want to check out something free, Mecha Break, check out the link to that in the description box below as well. Only available on PC and Xbox right now. Hopefully that PlayStation release will come in the future, but check out the deals. That'll do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Sound off down below, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.